So if you can give me your name, your date of birth, and where you were born.
My name is Lonnie Liptrot. The year I was born in, my date of birth is April the 20th, 1956.
Okay. And you were born where?
City of Grand Rapids, Michigan,
Okay.
southwest section of town.
Southwest section? Okay, so
Yes.
when you say southwest, what streets?
Ionia Avenue,
And you can look at me. And you're Ionia Avenue?
yes.
Oh, okay, so it's over by,
Going towards Granville, going towards
Granville,
go
but
across the tracks, go across the freeway, and goes across Granville Avenue, Winston down into Godfrey.
Okay, into Godfrey?
Mm-hmm. It's all it curves a little bit. Then it was into Godfrey Street. It dead ends at some kind of factory.
Okay, that is like in a factory?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that street right there where that ends?
Mm-hmm.
Like
It's kind of produce factory out there.
Okay. Because Godfrey is more like by the river.
No, Godfrey starts at the river. Then it ends at Mr. to Burton.
Yeah, by Burton and that. But you're Ionia, you're by the factories.
No, I could stay going towards the almost going towards the factories. Because I stay across the freeway.
Oh, right across the freeway. Okay.
Yeah, on this side here, because.
On the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I live near the tracks, railroad tracks.
Okay, but all right there. But I mean, there were apartments at that time there? Or?
I haven't any idea.
Okay, but that's where you stayed at,
Mm-hmm.
right there. Okay. So what was your mother and father's name?
My mother's name was Carolyn Liptrot, and my dad's name was Lonnie Liptrot.
Okay, and
Both of them are deceased.
both of them are deceased.
Yes.
And where were they from?
My dad, somebody told me he was born in Troy, Alabama. My mom, she was born in Leesburg, Georgia, down south.
Okay, and do you know how they met or where they met?
I haven't any idea.
Okay. What about, did you have any more relatives here or there, or south? Like the uncles or aunts?
Well, most of my uncles and aunts were raised in the south.
Were raised in the south?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't see them?
Well, they came up here. We have family reunions, get-togethers.
Okay. And they would have them up here too?
Not down south, just mostly up here in Michigan.
Oh, because you have a lot of family here then.
Mm-hmm.
If you had it here. Does the family live in Grand Rapids or other cities?
They live in Detroit.
Most of them live in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So do you go often to Detroit?
Yes, every once in a while to visit and have
The family
have get-togethers.
have get-togethers and that?
Mm-hmm.
So you got a lot of family there? Okay. How about
Yes, most of my uncles and aunts have passed. My uncles and aunts have passed on.
Have passed on. Okay, but they used to all live like in Detroit and that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what about brothers and sisters? What are their names?
I got one sister.
Okay. What's her name?
Donna Liptrot.
Okay.
Now resides in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Okay. And she has kids and that?
No, she's never been married.
She's never been married. Okay. Okay. What work does she do? Do you know?
Well, mostly I know she works in the library.
On the library?
Yes.
Okay, so you might see this. Okay. So she's in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Did she know people there too? Do you have family there too, or?
I really don't know about that. So,
Have you seen her in a long time, or?
well, last time I saw her was back in 1990.
90? Okay. Okay.
This is when my dad had passed away.
Oh,
He
you
was
see.
kind of ill.
Okay. Your dad passed away in the South, though. You went there.
No, up here. My dad passed away up here. My dad.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's right. 'Cause you were born here. You were born here. Okay. So, what's the first thing that you remember up here in Grand Rapids? When how old were you? About?
Well, I was born and raised here.
So, I mean, were you like 5 or 6 years old? Is that the first memory that you remember?
That was
What do you remember when you were 5 or 6?
a lot of things. I was kind of a spoiled brat.
Okay.
I couldn't get most of the time. I couldn't get my way.
Okay.
So I threw temper tantrums.
Temper tantrums. So you just yell or scream, or?
I mostly just did both, yell, scream.
Okay. Threw things around. But that's because there was only 2 of you, right?
My sister, she was born. I was born before my sister.
So this was before your sister. You were yelling and screaming and trying to get all the attention. Okay.
I couldn't get some things I wanted. I couldn't get it, so I started getting really upset about it.
Okay. Did that continue later, or did it go away? Or?
It went away. It went continued for a little bit till I got around 8 or 9. I got over it. I still had a little spoiled, little kid image in me, little spoiled brat in me.
Now, do you remember going outside and playing? Or?
Yes.
So what did you do?
Well, I go outside and play.
What did you play?
Baseball or
Baseball. Hardball or softball or?
softball.
Softball. Okay. In the neighborhood.
Yes. Sometimes I go down to a school. Had a little park. I went down there once in a while and play, swing on the swings and slide on the slides.
Is this the park at the school, like Franklin? Campau Park.
Back in the early 60s.
Okay, in the 60s.
Yeah.
And was that park busy or jumping? Or?
Yeah, it was kind of jumping back then.
It was kind of jumping. A lot of people used to go there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a swimming pool. One big pool, one small pool for the kids.
Because you told me Campau Park. I'm trying to figure out. I know that I've seen the name, but I'm trying to figure out where it's at. That's not in Indian Hills up there, is it?
No.
So where would Campau Park be?
It's
What other streets are there?
it used to run straight, but now it cuts off because Franklin is mostly just a building where the senior neighbors reside, and the other side is a church.
Oh, that big church there.
Yes.
Okay.
Years ago, it used to be houses there, but now
Howard.
all houses, old houses.
Oh, houses there. Okay.
Used to go straight till all the houses down back around 1970 or 1971. They want to make an apartment in the near future. They want to make a church.
So they tore the houses to make that church. Is that where the park was?
Yeah. Well, down
It's down the street.
Yeah. They're going towards Franklin.
Going towards Franklin. But I'm trying to picture. You know where the gas station is? And the church.
It's a gas station on the corner of Division and Hall. Going that way.
But is it on Franklin or Hall? Campbell.
No, Campau is going towards Franklin, almost close to Franklin.
Okay, but on Granville or on Ionia?
Ionia.
Or on
It used to be Ionia.
Okay, so you guys used to play there. That was the neighborhood park?
Yeah.
What was the neighborhood like? Was it mixed neighborhood or
Mostly just back. I think it was a little mixed.
It was mixed.
Back in the 60s.
Was it more Spanish or black?
More just black.
More black at that area. Okay. And so did you have any problems because it was mixed with other people?
Well, I had a few problems. I always got bullied most of the time.
Okay.
But most of the time I stayed away.
You got bullied by the blacks or the whites?
Mostly it's blacks.
Mostly blacks. So what, you didn't want to join their gang or something?
No, I didn't want. No, then was time they didn't like me, so I stayed to myself.
So why do you think they didn't like you?
I don't have any idea. Shit.
Yeah. Maybe were they just brother? That's what I mean. Did they have a little clique or something, a little group?
No.
They just didn't like it. Was this in school or outside?
Outside.
Outside of school. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they, what would they used to do? Push you or something like that? Like they used to do?
Try to maybe do things that I didn't want to do.
Like what?
I don't know, but steal. I said no. I don't want to.
Oh, okay. So they wanted you to go with them and shoplift or something or steal, and you didn't want to do that.
No.
Why? How come?
Well, I just didn't want to.
You just didn't believe in it?
No.
Okay. Okay. So it's you just felt stealing was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then you stayed to yourself. What did you do? What kind of things did you do by yourself?
Well, I went for a few walks and
Collected rocks?
Nope. I just went walking.
Walking. You went for walks.
Mm-hmm.
Walking where, downtown or
Just walking all around the downtown or whatever.
all around there?
Well, or stayed around the area.
Was that fun?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Did you think while you were walking?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things did you think about?
Well, I thought about the future. I want to be a doctor or nurse, but I said to myself, that's quite a long ways.
Okay, but you wanted to be a doctor at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And why a doctor?
I know it just came to my mind.
Yeah, it didn't have anything to do with money. It just
No.
It was something that you liked.
Mm-hmm.
Authority or something like that.
A doctor, I thought about being a fireman or a garbage man.
Okay, something with a title or something like that. How was school?
It was okay.
What grammar school did you go to? Do you remember?
My first school was Campau.
Campau was the name of the school?
Mm-hmm.
And how was Campau?
It was okay.
Okay, when you say okay, what does that mean?
It was all right.
You say all right. What does all right mean? I mean,
it was atmosphere was flexible and the teachers were okay.
the teacher. Okay, that's what I mean. The teachers were okay.
I did some funny things back then and like that.
Can you give me?
I had to remember. Miss, hold on.
But you said they were funny, so you would remember something funny, no?
Yeah. Okay. I know. I was seen as kind of school specialist. One time I took a combed the specialist hair, which was funny.
Okay. Because you were coming, you were seeing a specialist at that time.
Mm-hmm. I was in special ed class.
Why special ed?
Well, I was kind of a slow learner.
Okay, you were a slow learner.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you think the kids were bullying you because you were a slow learner?
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know, because that was after school. So
sometimes they make jokes at me. What
kind of joke?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. You don't want to talk about it? You said, or you don't remember?
I remember.
You don't remember? Okay. Okay, so you were in special ed, and do you think they corrected whatever problem you had, or?
Well, I corrected.
You corrected.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Usually that's what happens.
yeah. Uh-huh.
And what was the problem?
Well, what are you referring to?
No, you said you had special ed. You were a slow learner.
Uh-huh.
So what does that mean?
Well, I have any idea what it. Well, I say people have difficulty studying how to do things. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you just had difficulty.
Yeah, most people are like that.
Right, exactly. Okay, so you got out of that because that definitely doesn't show today.
Plus, During my school years, I was in special ed classes. Because high school too.
High school, you went to special ed?
Mm-hmm.
So was it special ed or developmental classes?
Well, not just special ed.
Just special ed, okay. Okay, and then you went to high school too?
Yeah, I had special ed classes mostly. Plus, I had regular classes too.
But in the same school, you didn't go to a special school?
No,
Okay, what was your high school?
Ottawa Hills.
Ottawa Hill, okay, so regular school.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't go to it? Okay, but you just had a special ed then?
Classes. Some class I had regular. I'm saying.
Right, okay. So you're in grammar school, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what school.
Campau.
You're a Campau. I got Alzheimer's. So you're at Campau.
Then at Campau, then went to another school for a little while. Well, it was kind of a special school for us. People was special. I don't know what the South.
Special needs or something they call it.
Yeah, I was kind of slow learning. It teach how I forgot how they operated.
Teach you how to kind of go faster or something like that? What did they teach? You remember anything? The same subjects but at a slower pace?
Slower pace.
Okay.
A little bit slower pace.
Okay, so they just, so you didn't like crowds or something, pushing people? Maybe it was their problem.
Yeah, it was.
No, usually if they put you, you have some people just like different things.
Right.
Right. I don't know too much about that. But I mean, usually, they come up with all kind of things. They need a job. But that's fine. But they do, it's necessary and then it helps people like people that speak only Spanish, they need bilingual education, like that. So it's just a special thing. But how did you see it?
Well,
Did you feel put down or anything, or?
No.
Okay.
I didn't put down. Sometimes I got jeered at and I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I just stayed to myself. I just took it as it comes.
Took it as it came? But you say you got jeered at by other students? Or?
Yep.
So that's what you meant by the bullying, the jeering?
Yeah, they didn't bully me. I just looked at me.
In the school, and the jeering? Yeah. So they just, jeering means that they laugh, told jokes?
Yeah, laugh about me too.
To the side? Does it bother you when other people talk behind your back?
It did.
It did? Okay. Does it bother you today, or?
No.
Okay.
I just had to deal with it. I just let it go.
You let it go? Okay. All right. Okay. So so you were playing softball, and what did you do on the weekends when school is out in summer?
Well, I mostly just stayed around the neighborhood and went walking and helped my mom, my grandmother, and mom around the house in the yard.
In the yard. Did you own a house?
No.
You rented?
No, my mom, she stayed upstairs, and my grandma, she stayed downstairs. That's back in the 60s. Till around 1969, she moved next door to my grandmother.
Okay.
She bought a house for my man who...
She bought a house?
For a man who used to cut hair back in the days.
Okay. So she bought a house from him?
Yeah.
Okay. And so now it's just you, your mom, and your sister?
My mom, she passed away.
Okay. At that time she passed away.
She passed away back in 1995.
Okay, but this was 1969.
Yeah, she was alive.
She was still alive?
She was working at a factory.
She was working at a factory, you know where?
She used to work at a small factory for a while till around 1972. She got another job working at Evans Products.
Okay. Were these factories nearby or?
No, this Evans was way out.
Okay.
On Alpine.
Okay, by Alpine. So she had to go down there.
Well, she drove. She had a car.
Okay, she drove. Okay. Okay. And so you just played around the house. I mean, near the
Still around the house. Yeah.
Right in front of the house?
Yeah. Yeah, in the backyard.
In the backyard. Did anybody else come there and play with you or what? Or you stayed to yourself?
I had a few friends, but they also bullied me, so I mostly just stayed to myself.
So when somebody bullies you, you kind of go to yourself. You don't try to talk back to them, or it's smart not to talk back to them. Because usually if they bully you, they got somebody with them or something.
Yeah.
So you kind of just go to yourself, ignore it. Why would you ignore? I mean, why would you ignore it? It doesn't pay you no mind.
It just makes sense.
Okay.
If you
Tell me
get
why
to,
it makes
if
sense.
well, suppose if somebody wants to pick a fight with you,
Right.
and you want to fight, but I just walk away.
So they want to pick a fight with you, and you don't know why. Is that am I putting words in your mouth?
Yeah.
I'm putting words in your mouth.
No, I think I had it in my mind.
So out of your mind, you don't know why they're fighting, and you don't care.
No.
Like I don't know what's crazy. So you're looking at them like they're crazy.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why you want to fight because I don't want to fight. So you just kind of walk away. Is that what it is?
Yep.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. How did you see it?
Well, how did I saw it? For all I know, I just didn't want to fight.
You just didn't want to fight. Okay. Did you ever get into a fight?
No.
Never. You never fought.
No.
What if somebody punched you? Did you fight back?
I just took it.
Just took it? Turned the other cheek? Was it a religious thing or?
I could have in a way.
It could have been?
Yeah.
It wasn't that you were scared, or was it that you were scared or?
No, I just wanted to fight.
You just didn't want to fight?
No.
You just felt they were stupid, you didn't want to fight with them. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So, did you make friends easy when you were younger? Here you make a lot of friends in this place.
Well, hard to say. It wasn't easy to make friends back then.
Why?
Because of their attitude, the way they were brought up, and their parents were how they were brought up. I couldn't trust it.
You couldn't trust them?
Trust it.
Okay, because they were brought up in a different way? So were your parents more like middle class? You know what I mean by middle class and working class?
Yeah.
Were they middle class or your mother was a factory worker? So she was working?
Yeah.
Were these other parents, these other kids, were their parents working?
I think so. I don't know for sure. They had jobs then.
Yeah, their parents had jobs.
Yeah.
Okay, but they were a little more rough.
A little bit more rough and tough.
Oh, because you're the only son. You're like a mama's boy, they call it?
Yeah.
Would you say that? I'm gonna. So you're kind of like mama's boy, and so if something happens, then you go to your mother and say, "Hey, this person did this to me," and your mother would straighten it out. When you're growing up, when you're a little kid. When you're a little kid.
I was in my teens. I never got to a fight.
Okay.
No.
Even in your teen years, you didn't get into a fight.
No.
Did you ever go to jail when you were young?
No.
So you never went to jail? No juvenile home or no? But these kids did. Did these kids go to jail? later? Or?
I think someone got older. I think someone did.
Some of them did.
Mm-hmm.
So they were just, street, going to jail and everything like that, and you were not like that, so you were getting bullied and that.
Right.
Did you ever tell your mom that you were getting bullied?
Yep.
What did she do?
She told me to tell the principal.
To tell the principal? Okay. She didn't tell the principal. She told you?
One time, I forgot. She had to call the principal 2 times.
She had to call the police a few times?
I mean, the principal, that is.
Oh, the principal called the police a few times?
No. She went to called the principal herself.
Oh, she did? So a few times. And told him these kids are bullying me. Okay. Did the principal do anything about it?
Yep.
What did they do?
I couldn't remember that day.
But that must have made those kids angry with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you told on them. They how they say that you told on them?
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't want to.
I just run from.
You were defending yourself, not told on them. You were defending yourself, but they looked it wrong because they got reprimanded.
Yep.
Basically, I mean they got told off.
Okay.
Okay. So then they got even more mad with you.
Yeah, but every time you see me, I start running.
Okay. Okay. That's what I mean. You would rather ignore it and run away from it than stick and deal with it. Okay, so you that's different people have different ways of dealing with things.
Right.
And your thing is if you're not a fighter, you're a peaceful person, and so you'd rather run away from the problem and okay, so you avoided a lot of problems like that, which is good. So, were any of these fights, did they have anything to do with girlfriends or anything like that, or no?
No.
Oh, none of that, okay. So, do you remember your first girlfriend?
I never had one.
You never had one?
No.
When you were younger, you never had a girlfriend? And you never got married or anything like that?
No, never.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, it's one girlfriend.
I mean, did you like man or
No, I never. I'm not into all that.
You're not into that.
No.
You're not into what?
I'm not into men.
You're not into men. Okay.
No.
And you don't have to answer. Okay. You don't have to answer anything. Are you that say I don't want to talk about?
I just want to talk about it.
Okay, all right then. I respect that. Okay, but it's just that you were a loner, basically.
Yeah.
That's so you don't want to deal with women at that time. And stuff like that.
So to be honest, some women wanted some. I was in high school. I had some girls want to get with me.
Okay.
So I said no. They said, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So some girls, they want to get with you, but you said no, you don't want to get with them. Okay. All right. So it's okay. I have a cousin like that too. I mean, he just never got married, never got into. He was not into it, and he was normal thing. He don't like men or anything. He just but he stays with his sister, and he's still in the family and stuff like that. That's just the way he is. Basically, he's in Puerto Rico.
He is?
So he does, yeah. Okay.
Is he older than you?
Oh yeah, he's older than me. I didn't know him until lately, like 2 years ago. When I went to Puerto Rico, I got to know him. And I'm thinking that is odd because I've been married about 5 or 6 times. But
You say you've been married 5 or 6 times?
Well, not married, but I mean, relationships.
Oh.
But he just was never in a relationship.
Okay.
But that was fine. I mean, he's normal like everybody else. He's Okay. So did your family feel that was odd or no?
No.
No, but nobody thought that and you didn't think it was odd. For sure. Okay. All right. So when you were in your teenage years, what did you do?
Well, I was,
13, 14, 15.
I was alone. I was a loner. I got loner. I stayed to myself most of the time.
If you stay to yourself, then what is it that you liked about being by yourself?
Well, I was going to enjoy things, and well, nobody interrupting me, trying to force me to do something like I don't want to get into, or being forced.
So you didn't
We will
want
be persuaded. That is
being persuaded
Mhm.
into something that you don't want to do,
right.
or being pressured
Mm-hmm.
into doing something you didn't want to do.
Right.
So the other people look at that as being slow, but you're saying that's just the way you were because you didn't like pressure. You wanted to be able to enjoy life in a different. Is that the right word?
Yep.
Enjoy life in a really enjoy it.
Right.
Really look into life. So do you draw? Are you an artist or anything like that?
No, there was an artist.
Okay, a musician. Are you into music?
Well, I like to read mostly.
So you're into reading. Okay. So what do you read?
History books like World War I, World War II.
Okay. What do you like about that?
Well, it gives me memories about how the war was fought, who started the war, how the war was ended, how and the politicians, how things started that led to war.
Okay. So you like to analyze things and figure out there must be a reason they did this and all that. So you're very perceptive. I mean, you really can feel people out and stuff and figure them out because you like to analyze them. Okay, so history is a good subject that you study. Any other books that you read that you like?
Hard to say. What's this history? I like.
Mostly just history. Okay, because you did do some sports, but you didn't read any books on sports.
Well, I never did sports.
You never did sports. Okay, but your school had sports. But you played softball, you said,
When you was younger.
when you were young. But in your teenage years, you mainly read. Were you good in school? And did you get better in school?
I was kind of good in school, but we good in reading. But when it came to math and science, I wasn't that good.
In math and science.
No.
You weren't that good. Just reading, you like. Okay. All right. But mainly history. Most of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're not at home, did you read too, or?
When I'm at home, I go to the library.
Or you would go to the library, so you spend your time in the library. Okay. All right, so you're in the library and you're looking at different books and fascinated by them. And were you thinking of, was there a reason that you wanted to read besides just analyzing it?
No, I just wanted to go there for enjoyment.
Because at one time you wanted to be a doctor. Did you want to get into something else later? Or
Yep.
what other profession you wanted to get later?
Well, yeah. So it was on the tip of my mind, but I forgot all about it.
What is it?
I forgot all about it.
You forgot all about it at that time?
Yeah.
You forgot all about the...
I know. It was hard for me to be growing up as a child. Growing up back then, no, I had some hard times. Everybody has their hard times, but it's growing up.
Okay. So you had your hard times, but I mean, your hard times was mainly like the bullying and stuff, and the pressure. People want to put pressure on you all the time. Was your mother pressure? Did she put pressure on you?
Well, sometimes me and her, us 20s, me and him got into it about things that I wanted to do. We had some few spats. I know your mom had spats too.
Oh yeah,
Your dad too.
No, it's okay. Okay, but you don't. Yeah, you're not feeling bad that you had spats with your mom, are you? Or?
No.
Okay, so that's fine. So you had some spats about what did you argue about? What did she want? What did she want?
I don't know.
What did she want you to do?
Well, I want to go out. I'll go places. She said no. Kind of made me upset.
Okay.
I'm kind of a sensitive person.
Okay. You're sensitive?
Mm-hmm.
And so anything when they say no, you can't, it's hard to deal with?
Sometimes we have get spats for nothing.
Okay.
I mean, I did a few stupid things. I was in my 20s. But we had spats about that. But I said, as I got older, I said to myself, just let it all go. I know it's hard though.
Okay. So sometimes you know how parents or anybody, they just yell and they don't even know why they're
sometimes
yelling.
I yell them back sometimes.
And you yell back.
Yeah, sometimes you get mad.
When you felt it was unjust, you yelled.
Pardon?
When you felt she was being unjust.
Yeah.
Not fair.
Right.
You yelled back.
Yep.
But you didn't try to hurt her or anything. You just yelled back.
Yep.
Did you want to hurt her?
No.
No, just kind of let her know, you know.
What about your parents? Did you have little?
My parents, yeah, we yelled a lot of times. We yelled. And I had temper tantrums too. So we did that. So I mean, it's not. No, it's not. This is your history. We're not. It's not. There's nothing abnormal here.
Okay.
You know. So no, we did the same thing. I yelled back. I had temper tantrums. And sometimes I just ignored stuff. I didn't want to fight every day. I just want to walk away.
Right.
So we're similar in those things we are. And I like history and books and stuff like that. So we're similar. But we're telling your history. So okay, so you yell back, you had spats with your mom, you know, when you disagree on different things. But then you're also an analyzer, right? So if she just said something wrong, you're going to analyze it and say, why would she do this? She's not thinking, and then you can point out her faults, right?
Right.
Because you're analyzing her, and she didn't like that either. Right? Because you can point out her faults, you know. Am I going in the right direction or not?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because you're always analyzing and thinking things. You could see her fault right away. And that's where you got into heated arguments and stuff like that. What about your dad?
Well, I was small. My dad, he's bring me comic books. Every now and then we come some break. He's a drinker. He used to go to the bars every now and then. Him and my mom used to get into it all the time.
Okay, get into it physically? So he would throw...
Sometimes he'd throw pans.
Or throw pans at each other? Okay. He would throw pans at her or at the wall or something?
At him.
Oh, she would throw pans at him? Oh, okay. But did he try to punch her or?
No.
No, he didn't. But she would throw pans at him. She was the one that used to jump on him. Okay. But they stayed together for a long time though, right?
Till around I was 6 years old. They broke up. I was a little kid. It kind of hurt me so. I was very small.
And you said you hurt yourself.
And it hurt me when they split.
Okay, you took it real bad?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Did he get remarried or?
No. She stayed with my dad went back, stayed with his brothers and sisters.
Okay, and your mom, did she get remarried?
No.
She didn't?
No.
But they just split?
My mom, she could kind of overbearing. Some moms are like that.
Okay, so she's overbearing, and okay, you're very protective of your mom, right? Because you said some moms are like that, and you want to make sure that people don't talk bad about her.
Sometimes sometimes she gets mad at me. For no reason. I get mad at her back.
Right. But even still, you're protected. That's your mom.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm being judgmental here. I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm not trying to judge. There's nobody can judge another person. But so 6 years old. That's kind of rough, for your parents. Do you remember playing with your father or anything before that? The comic books?
He used to read to me.
Used to read to you?
Yep.
Okay. So you got some of the reading from him?
Yeah, I took her older, and somebody else taught me how to read too.
Who was that?
Well, I don't know his name.
Did he live with your mom? Or?
No, he's a neighbor.
His neighbor?
Yeah.
And he was teaching you how to write?
How to read.
Write and read?
No, just only how to read.
Only how to read?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what about school? The teachers didn't teach you that?
No, I didn't teach me. I just went to school to the teachers taught me how to do, how to learn.
Oh, they taught you too? They taught you too.
Yeah.
This was a neighbor that became your friend?
Yeah.
Basically. A lot older? Or?
Well, he's around, sometime my mom, they couldn't get along either.
You and him and your mom couldn't get along?
My mom and him couldn't get along.
Couldn't get along?
Sometimes.
Okay. Did he like your mom? Is that why he was teaching you how to read, or?
Well, sometimes every now and then my mom, he liked my mom.
Okay.
Most of the time they got along very well. Sometimes
okay.
My mom was kind of how my mom, she was growing up. She was kind of she was a little wild.
A little wild when she was growing up.
She was real. I don't know how you put it.
Well, I don't know. What does that mean, wild? What do you mean?
I don't know.
Wild, do you mean she went to the clubs or she went to parties a lot?
A few clubs.
Okay, a lot of parties. That's what you mean? Okay. So, she saw that she had boyfriends and stuff like that?
She had men friends.
Many friends.
Men friends, yes.
She had men friends?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so did she go out a lot with different men, or?
I don't know if she went out with different men.
But she had a lot of men friends?
Yeah, a few men friends, yeah.
Okay.
She didn't like how because I so mixed up.
You don't have to say unless whatever you don't want to say, you don't have to say, but I'm just trying to get a picture. All we're trying to do is get a picture of your family life, how you were growing up. This is like an autobiography. So, whatever you want to say, you can say. Whatever you don't want to say, you don't have to say. So far, it's looking good. So, it's not But you said you just got a lot of things on your mind.
Yeah.
It's bringing back memories.
Mm-hmm. But I still want to talk about it.
Okay, all right. So let's fast forward a little bit. You're in high school, and
I looked at a few girls, but they didn't want me. But I didn't want to go out with me. So I just been a loner. You know.
So you did try to go out with some girls, but they didn't like you. And did maybe the approach, or what do you think? Did you?
I think of my approach. I think.
So do you want to go right to the action, or what was the approach?
Well, I want just to see how they were, and so I found out later, hey, this might not be good for you, Lonnie.
Okay.
They could have a boyfriend on the other side. It could lead to more problems. So this.
You found out they had other boyfriends.
Sometimes I had a feeling.
You had a feeling. You were analyzing again. So you're checking everything out about them, and you found out that maybe they have a boyfriend. You got a feeling that they got a boyfriend on the side. Were you a jealous person?
No, I never was jealous.
Never was jealous. But you just figured, it's not going to work out, so that's it. Yeah. But you never gave it a try, though. Did you give it a try?
No.
So you would go out with them a couple times?
I mean, no, I never.
You talked to them a couple times?
A few times, but
But never went further than that? Okay. All right. Okay. So after, did you graduate from high school? Or?
Yes.
Excuse me. And you said Ottawa Hills?
I went there, studied in the fall of 1972 until June of 1975.
Okay. And after high school, what did you do?
I didn't go to college, so I just dawdled around. Did our jobs.
Okay. Factory work or no?
Yeah, factory work. So I got first job was working in the factory where they make auto parts, like a.
Okay. Well,
I was some kind of mask.
Like a mask?
Yeah, what that do with there 3 years, from 76 to 79. Around 1978, they started laying off, cut down on production, started laying people off. I joined unemployment for a while till I got called back to work. Worked for a while, into unemployment. Went back to work for a while, so that was something. I was laid off for good. They never called me back.
And where were you living then?
I was living with my mom.
You were still with your mom?
Yeah.
Oh, because you had that house. You had the house. Okay. So what did you do when you were unemployed?
Went to look for jobs. I couldn't find them, so they were hard to find back then too. Back in the late 70s.
Okay, now people when they get unemployed, sometimes they start drinking and stuff like that. Did you have a problem?
No.
You never had a drinking problem?
No.
No drug problem, no drinking problem? None of that, okay. So you stopped, so you're not working, you're unemployed, you're at home. That
was way back then.
Yeah, as at that time. So what are you doing then at that time?
Well, I
To
just
keep
sit around.
yourself occupied or busy?
Sitting around, watch TV. Sometimes I go out in the yard and work.
Okay, so you watch TV. What kind of TV shows you like?
Well, this was movies,
Movies, a lot of movies,
old movies,
old movies, cowboy movies,
cowboy war movies.
cowboy and war movies. You like war movies? Okay. Did you go to the service? Ever go to the service?
I've never been in the service.
Okay. Was your father in the service?
Yeah, I think he was.
Okay. So he talked to you about the war and stuff like that?
No, I found out for myself.
You found out for yourself about the war and you were fascinated by that, by how it started and all that?
Yeah.
Analyzing it? Okay. But what did you get, just analyzing it, what did you get out of it? I mean,
No. For I knew. Some people, I can't start to explain it.
oh, take your time. I'm just trying to, let me give you an example. I like the planets, so I study that and I'm fascinated, there might be life on another planet or something like that, or, So, I mean, that's why I'm into that. So why were you into the war movies and all that?
Well, because I read history books on war. Sometimes war gets started is some politicians will draw to persuade people how to follow them, and they don't want to. So they get coerced, and it leads to something else. It keeps going and going. Then all of a sudden, it leads to war.
And you were looking at these people are like sheep just following people around. Is that what you were looking at?
I mean, people. Some people, some like crooked politicians.
Okay.
People think that he's good, and in turn he's not. He could be lead to a dictatorship.
Okay. So you didn't like crooked politicians. Where did you get that from, the crooked politician?
Well, I read about it. I read books.
And you noted that a lot of politicians were crooked? Okay. So were you against that or for that?
I was against it.
Why?
I mean, and it says in the history books. The war books says so. Crooked politicians and fascism and socialism, hate, and all that.
Okay, so you knew about fascism and socialism and that. What did you think about fascism?
I don't know. It's read.
You're talking about Hitler and that, right?
Yeah.
And the Spaniards and all that. So, what do you think about Hitler?
He was something else. He wanted to see the whole world to himself, but in turn, he made his own fate. Because we didn't want to do nothing to do with Hitler or Italy or Japan. That's why we whooped them.
Okay. So you were definitely against Hitler, Japan, and
most of the people back in the 40s, most of the people didn't want to get into war, but they had to go to war anyway.
So were you against the war?
No.
No. Okay. Like the Vietnam War, were you against that?
No.
Okay. You thought they were right.
Yeah.
So you were against the hippies.
I wasn't against that. I was not against it. I was not against the hippies. I liked everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. But you just thought that the war was correct. We needed to go to war. Okay, so what about socialism and communism and that?
But it's almost the same thing. Communism is different.
than socialism. It's different than socialism. Okay, so
About the same.
so socialism was what to you?
Well, I don't know how do you put it.
I mean, was it good or bad to you?
I think in between, but mostly this week, this bad.
Okay, in between, but mostly bad. So you like capitalism? That's what we have here.
Yep, capitalism.
Is that what you do? You like that,
I never.
or did you have an opinion on that?
I don't have no opinion on it.
Okay. Okay. So but you did study some politics too, besides.
I mean, I just know politics. I studied the history of the war, how politics started in the government, that in the dictatorship, and all of a sudden they led the war. I mean, some other countries didn't like what we were producing, what we're doing. So, like Japan, they attacked us because we refused to sell them oil.
Okay. And so you got you're looking at they attacked you. They attacked us, but you weren't living at that time.
No, I was born in 1956.
Right, you were born in 1956. But your father was living at that time?
Yeah, I think so. He was a little boy.
So he would tell you about the war.
He didn't never told me about it, but I read about it though.
You read about it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But were you discussing it in school, in class too, or?
Yeah, we had a few discussions about it.
Okay, it's in class. So you got really interested in the class. Did you get good grades in history?
Yeah, I got B's and C's.
Okay, so you got good grades in history. Okay. So you're out of high school. And we're talking about 1975.
Yeah.
So we got 1975 to 2005, 2015. So what happened after high school?
Well, I wanted to go to college. So I changed my mind. I was all around. In 1976, I had my first factory job. Worked there 3 years until '79. They laid me off. 1980, it was hard times then. 81, a temporary job. It was for a building service. I was doing janitorial work.
Okay.
They was renovating the Panland Hotel before it became Grand Plaza.
Which hotel was that?
Panland Hotel back in
Pendant?
Panland.
Pentland?
Yeah.
Okay, that was before the Amway, Grand Plaza.
Yeah.
So you worked there.
Yeah. Through a janitorial service.
Okay.
Because they go all to types of different buildings.
Okay. So it wasn't the hotel, sir, it was a separate agency.
Well, the company I was working for, it's called GRBS.
Okay.
Grand Rapids Building Services.
Okay, I know. I heard about it. Yeah. So, maybe it's them or something similar to them, but I heard of them. Because they have like aero cleaning service, some other. So you doing how long did you do that?
From March or April to August of '81.
Okay.
Then I went to look for work. I couldn't find no job. 82. I with the steel case. Some man my mom knew. It was a janitorial job, but steel case was a huge plant by then. it was hard for me to find the bathrooms. So because most some plants were different plants were huge, would be so big. It was a third shift, graveyard shift job. So it didn't last too long. Good.
And this was through a friend of your mom.
Because my mom knew this. He was a friend of my mom. My mom, I mean, she knew my mom for quite a long time. I mean, for quite a while. I didn't say how many years.
Okay. So you did that for a while. This is a steel case.
Yep.
Okay.
It's through the cleaning service. Yeah.
Cleaning service. Okay. And then what else did you do?
It didn't last long, so I tried to find the bathrooms in different plants.
So you were cleaning bathrooms at the time.
So.
Now, you didn't fish or anything like that? You didn't go fishing or anything like that?
For me?
Yeah.
Well, I went fishing when I was a little boy. I had one of my relatives take me.
But you went to the park or anything like that?
Yeah.
So what? I mean, by yourself?
Just Campau Park.
Just Campau Park. That was it.
Yeah, I went to the park with my family members.
With your family members?
Yes,
yeah. Okay, but did you go to downtown or 28th Street a lot?
Till now?
I mean, then.
No.
But now you do a lot.
Yep.
Well, you drive your car. You got your.
I never drove a car.
You never drove a car?
No.
Never?
Never yet.
Why is that?
No, I still want to. I'd rather have a bicycle.
Okay, so you use the bicycle for transportation?
Sometimes I use city transportation too. When I got in my mid-teens.
A bike? Okay, bike is better for you, but I mean that. But your friends in high school, they're driving, aren't they?
Yeah, some had cars. Some had to take the bus too.
Okay. So you're in high school, you're senior year and everything like that. You were planning to go to college, but why? What was your goal?
I don't know. I had no goal back then. I wanted to have a goal. I changed my mind. I just dawdled around.
Okay. You had no plans. You just no written down plans is what I'm saying. But I mean, any thoughts for the future?
In the future, now I want to probably go traveling from state to see different states.
By train, bus?
Bus.
Okay.
Bus or plane, whatever.
Okay. And that's because you never left Grand Rapids, right?
No.
You've always been here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And but you met people came to visit you.
Yeah.
Like from the south, your relatives.
Yeah.
For the reunion.
We had to get together. Yeah. Sometimes we had to get together.
Okay. And what did you do in your reunions? I mean, how did you feel, and what did you do?
Talk with them about things, different things.
Glad to see them? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. So, any cousins that you were close to?
Quite a few.
Here in Grand Rapids?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do they do? What what do you do when you see them?
I would talk with them.
Just talk with them? Play or anything when you were younger?
Yep.
Okay, so you did play with your cousins. Did they bully you?
No.
So you're comfortable with your family? Just a few individuals. You're comfortable with your family and you had neighbors that didn't bully you. So we're just talking about a few individuals.
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about, okay, all right. Okay. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I didn't say nothing.
Okay. Okay. Well, no, we don't, like I said, we don't have to talk about anything that you don't want to talk about. What do you think is important that we should talk about here?
Can't think of it.
Because, you know, what this is going to be, it's kind of to help other people. It's also, I mean, so your family knows who you are. You want to let people know who you are, so your family knows who you are. And it's to help kind of other people, like younger people that growing up. So it's for self and others. It's to help self and others. So one way to help self is your families won't need to know who you are because you don't see them all the time, right? Except your cousins that are here. So what do you want to tell your family about you? What type of person are you?
I am a person that will state myself out to talk with them people who are more positive more than negative.
Okay.
I like to get along with all people. If they want to get along with me, if they don't, I just stay my how do you say it? Distance.
Okay. So you stay the distance if they don't get along with you.
I mean other people. I mean doing.
Okay. And you like to talk positive things, not negative things. Okay. And what's the most important thing that you learned that you want to make sure that other people don't make those mistakes?
I didn't quite get that.
Huh?
Now what did you ask me?
No. Okay. What's the most important thing that you learned that you want to share with others?
How not to get into fights. How to keep yourself away from people who wants to bully or coerce you or persuade you into something. Be yourself and don't be nobody else, and follow be on the right track, be alert, and pay attention to things. So I know.
Wow, that's pretty good. Be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Can you give me an example? What do you mean?
I mean, trying to pretend like you're somebody else. Be somebody else.
Okay. And what about? And you said how to stay away from fights. How would you do that? What kind of example?
Don't get involved with people who are who are of negativity, who want to argue and I don't know how you say it.
Well, no, you're saying. I mean, so people that how to argue, they don't.
Who like to argue and arguing, get into negativity all the time.
Yeah. Stay away from people that like to argue.
Mm.
Okay. And negativity, you know, like stealing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, or other things, you know, like it's bullying and stealing, whatever.
Yep.
Stay away, just stay away from it.
Yep.
What you saying? Just say no.
Mm-hmm.
Is it that easy, or what about when it's difficult? What do you tell them? So you're telling me to stay away from somebody, but I can't help it because they live next door. So what do?
Well, I just keep warning them. Just if they don't do it, just leave them alone. Just walk away.
Just walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they live next door, you can't walk away.
I mean, I just ignore them.
Or ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, all right. So even if they live next door,
Mm-hmm.
you can ignore them.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, if they come apologize to me, I can accept it.
Okay. Okay. So do you forgive people?
Yeah. Sometimes I hold grudges with somebody. Somebody does me wrong, you know. But I get over it.
Okay. So you just get over it because you want to get over it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes me quite a long time to get over a grudge and resentment. Sometimes.
Now, you told me when your parents divorced that was kind of rough.
Mm-hmm.
And what about when your mom passed away?
It was hard though. I got to around following year, I got over it. I still felt a little hurt then, but I just had to deal with it. I said to myself, don't let it even ruin your life, because you don't know what's going to lead to.
So did your mom die of natural causes?
Well, she had asthma since she was a child.
So she died of asthma?
Mm-hmm. She had breathing problems.
Okay, so she died of asthma. That's what she died.
Mm-hmm.
But you said something about not wanting to hurt him. Is that what you said, or did I hear that wrong? I heard it wrong?
No, what I'm saying, you asked me what did my
How you felt when your mom passed away?
yeah, I felt hurt.
Okay. Okay, which is normal. Everybody feels hurt. And then you said something about maybe that you forgave somebody, and so I thought maybe somebody had hurt your mom or something.
No.
No, so she just passed away from asthma, natural
Yeah.
causes. Or natural.
Then her brother came in '96, stayed with me for a while.
Who was this?
My mom's brother.
Oh, your mom's brother, okay.
He had a lot of lady friends.
Okay.
Some I didn't like.
You don't like him?
I mean, I respect my uncle, but with some of his
Some of
lady
his
friends,
friends.
I didn't trust.
Some of his woman friends, you didn't trust them? Okay.
Because some of them were drug addicts.
Okay.
Was there to get his money.
Okay. Okay, so here's some women, friends that were drug addicts.
Mm-hmm.
And
His friends.
Okay.
Most of his ladies.
Right, so you didn't trust the drug addicts, or you didn't trust the women?
Well, I think they were drug addicts, and some that they had stole some money from him and from me.
Okay, so they actually stole some money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I see why you don't trust them. But getting back to that, but you didn't trust women either.
Mm-hmm.
So you must have had a girlfriend that you guys split up or something?
No, I never had no
You said no girlfriend, okay.
relationship. No.
Okay, so you just didn't have trust.
Mm-mm.
Where did you lose trust?
I never had, because I never had no lady friend. I had tried to be, but they all turned out to be false. One time you see him, give me this, give me that. I simply said, Lonnie, don't you waste your time on this. Oh, it's no good for you. Let's give them up.
Okay, so they were trying to hustle you.
Yep.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get money from you or whatever.
Yep. Yeah.
And it was hard for you to say no.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people have a hard time saying no. Other people tell you straight up, no, I don't have no money, you're not getting nothing. But I used to be where...
Till I finally realized who they are.
Right.
I started saying no. Just started getting mad.
Okay. So they got mad because you said no. But that's what they do when you say no, they're going to get mad. But at least you said no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you learned later how to say no.
Yep.
But in the beginning, you didn't know how to say no.
Mm-hmm.
I went through the same thing. You know, that's what I did the same thing. Later on, I learned to say no quick. You know. But okay, so we're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it?
10:34.
Okay, so we'll kind of wrap it up. Or what? I don't want to wrap it up until you make sure you tell your story. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we do got to wrap it up by 5 to 11 or something.
Okay.
But so let me. What else did we forget? You know that we need to tell about your story.
I think we had, you told everything.
Okay, well, give me some final thoughts
About the story?
about you. Final thoughts about everything. The story, your autobiography.
I think it was enjoyable. How I grew up in the 60s. I faced some hard time, faced some tough breaks and all that. When I got older, I realized what life was all about. So how to go through it. And now I'm older. Now I know how life is. Just try to deal with it. Deal with it and go with the flow. Don't get into things that you don't want to do, and keep us so positive and happy. Live a good life.
Okay, so what are your plans in the future? What let's say, what are you going to do in the next 3 years?
Next 3 years, I'll probably have a better job by then.
What kind of job?
Doing janitorial work.
Doing janitorial work, so you probably have a janitorial work, and so a good job in janitorial work is where they pay good,
Yep.
right? And have health insurance benefits. So where would that be?
I don't know.
Where would you look for those?
Well, if I keep, first of all, I didn't go look for a job. It's gonna pay more and have good benefits and all that.
So I'm saying, where would you start looking?
Where I started looking,
Yeah, who pays the best in janitorial work? Janitorial work.
I don't know how to say. It depends.
Do small stores pay good money?
I don't,
These office agencies, do they pay good money?
I just had to wait and see. You don't know.
Okay. I would think maybe schools. I mean, I'm putting words in your mouth. Schools or city or have you tried them or?
Not yet.
Okay. Because you don't have a record or anything like that.
No.
So you definitely qualify. No, I'm just thinking because, you know, other people, like I have a record, I have a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
But, and a lot of people have a hard time. So you know, you would, well, what's the last job that you had? You're working for AARP right now.
Well, last job I had was, let's see, a bell ringer. It was seasonal work during the holidays. I was just working for Salvation Army.
For Salvation Army?
Uh-huh. They paid, it was just 2 months, November and December. After that, I was back out of work.
You got laid off?
No, they laid me off. It was temporary.
Or was just a temporary job?
Uh-huh.
Okay. But that was like a program, right?
What?
Is it like AARP is like a program?
Yeah.
It's not really a job. It's a job, but I mean it's a program. You know?
It's also for Salvation Army.
Right. Was it a program or was it a regular job?
It's just like a program.
Like a program.
It's a temporary job.
Okay. Okay, so you're looking for a janitorial job in the next 3 years, right?
Yep.
What else are you thinking about doing in the next 3 years?
Well, hard to say. Let's see. Next 3 years. I probably would be working, still working.
Where would you be living?
In the same area. Who knows? I might move out of Grand Rapids. Who knows? I'll probably stay in Grand Rapids.
But you mentioned traveling. Where would you be traveling to?
Well, like New York, LA, Chicago, different cities.
You have family there?
No.
Just to travel.
Mm-hmm.
What about books? What are you going to be reading?
Well, religious books like the Bible or whatever. And just split in. I probably look at it be still reading history books too.
Okay, still reading history books.
Mm-hmm. It once in a while I do.
Anything else you're going to plan to do in the next 3 years?
That's it.
That's it. Last final thoughts. What's your last final thoughts?
Last thought is, I don't know. I can't come up with what.
Okay. Anything you want to say to your cousins and family?
Keep them the good life to the fullest, and don't make the mistakes like many others do.
You know what I didn't ask you? Do you feel like I mean when you speak, did you have a speech like impediment they call it?
No.
You never had a problem with speaking?
No.
Okay, but you talk kind of soft. Why is that?
I don't know. That's how I talk.
That's the way you talk. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just didn't want to think it was a medical.
You think I talk soft?
I thought that you were talking soft, but you know, I can see that if you get angry, you will talk loud. I can see that. I feel no, it looks like you're holding back.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that could be. You know, I mean that, but that's the way you speak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Has anyone ever told you that?
No.
Just me. I'm telling you, I'm judging people. I shouldn't judge people.
You're not judging me at all. You're saying what you're saying. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out.
Right,
I just want to,
right.
make sure there's not a medical problem
No.
or anything like that. But okay, so I want to thank you, Lonnie. I appreciate it. I've been after you trying to get this interview. I appreciate it very much.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.